Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the old guy. I'm just following up on a video I did, I think on Wednesday on a AT3 that I'm working on. It's my own AT3, not one I'm going to sell. And it had been sitting since last year when it died on me. So I took the carburetor off and I didn't clean it well. So what you're seeing today is me following up and doing it nice because I do it twice. So I'm taking the carb off again and cleaning it properly. Well, unfortunately, I couldn't find another one. Since the carb has actual slots, you can just take one of them all the way out and slide the other one out from underneath. So I'll take this one out since it's easier to get the wrench on. I did go online and order 10 of them. They're even smaller than the 12. I think they might be a 10 wrench size. And they also have a Phillips, and they come with a lock washer and a flat washer. They're 30 millimeters in length, just like the book calls for. I'm going to get this out of here yet. I may have to loosen the other side. And now, of course, it's going to be more difficult because I got the muffler in the way. So it just makes a hard job harder. And that's reached its end. Now let's go over on this side. And right in here. And I got to get this much bigger wrench in there. And then I got to have room to move it. And I don't think that's going to work. That won't go on. You know what that means? It means I got to take the muffler loose again. Oh, darn. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sitting here in front of my computer, and I'm trying to get out video for tomorrow morning. So if you watched the last video on this little AT3, you might remember that when I got done with it, after kind of a cursory clean of the carburetors, I put it back on, carburetor. I put it back on, and it started by the kickstart. It wouldn't start with the electric starter. So I finally got it started and running on the choke, but as soon as I killed the choke, why, the engine would die. And that's a good indication that the pilot circuit is plugged up. Now, I had taken the pilot jet out and it was clean through, but what I didn't do was I didn't blow out the channel that leads from the pilot jet into the Venturi to take more gas into there. So I took it apart again, and I put it in some gunk cleaner and let it sit overnight. So that's where I take off here. I'm just getting it out of the gunk and cleaning it out properly this time, blowing all the passages out, and doing just like I should have done the first time. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 3 or 4 degrees above freezing out here, but I decided there was some things I wanted to get done. So I put on my Carhartt and headed out here. First thing I wanted to do was get this carburetor back off, and so I did that. I had to take the muffler off to do it so I could get at this bolt here and loosen it up. Then I took the carb all apart, except for a few pieces, a couple of gaskets, and I didn't want to mess with this little O-ring on here, and this is clean, I'm sure. And I put it in this bucket. Parts cleaner, complete kit, gunk. And this is the stuff I've used to clean carburetors for ever since I've been cleaning carburetors. I just realized that parts cleaner is not the stuff I used to use. It looks the same, except the stuff I used to use says carburetor cleaner on it, and this says parts cleaner. That's why it didn't seem as strong as I thought it should. Oh well. It was only $20-some a piece. What a waste. I guess it'll be good for cleaning parts. Without the ultrasonic. And I know some people put this stuff in the ultrasonic, and I have ordered a 6-liter one. That's why I bought 2 buckets of this. So I'll put that in the 6-liter ultrasonic when I get it. This is the other one I got, the big one, that's way too big. But another guy called Flip Fix on YouTube said that he tried some stuff called LA's Greatest or something like that, and that he really liked it. It really did a great job, and you dilute that with water. So I may just fill this up with that and use it for cleaning other parts besides carburetors. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a little chilly out here, just barely above freezing, and that describes me pretty well too. All right, I came out this morning. I got a few different things to do today, but I came out this morning and I pulled the carburetor, the pieces of the carburetor out of my gunk parts cleaner complete kit, and I put it all back together, and I found a new gasket that goes between. It's just a rubber O-ring that goes in here, because the old one was kind of flattened out. I turned this to 1.5 turns out and set this about where I thought it might be. This is the idle. And so I think we need to pull the choke out. What else? Let's see if it'll run here. That's better. Exhaust is leaking. I need to put a packing in there. So, we have a runner. Now we just need to get the tank back on. Let's take a look in there. What do you say? I'm scared too, but it's been soaking for a couple of days with vinegar. So let's open it up. See if the... Oh yeah. I ordered a kit for this from KDI, and I think we're going to dump this out, go get us a bunch of nuts and bolts, and shake it around a little bit. Well, I guess I'm going to have to try and put it back in the bottles. That might be fun. And, all right, well, we'll give it a try. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Probably not. I'll probably just have vinegar all over the place. Let's turn this around. Point it down there, and you can watch the debacle that happens. I'm pretty sure. You know what? There's ice in it. A big chunk of ice. I didn't know that vinegar froze like that. It's not that cold out here. Okay, that's why it stopped leaking. So we're going to need to heat that up. I need to find my heat gun. Well, I got it running, so working on the tank, I put that vinegar in there, and that it didn't hardly do anything. So I put the nuts and bolts and everything in there and shook it around for about 10 minutes or so. And that didn't do that much either. So it was on to muriatic acid, and I put that in there and let it sit for about 2 hours, and that cleaned out most of the rust. There's some pitting in there, but I don't think there's no holes, no pinholes going through or anything, so I think it'll be okay. I could cream it or put what the other stuff is. I don't even know what it is. I'm not a big fan of that stuff. I've seen it flake off inside tanks and that, so unless it gets to the point where it starts leaking, I'm not going to do that. So thanks for watching. Please like and hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this. This is kind of not a real great one, but we'll try and get better. So have a great evening. Thanks.